welcome to Pilates Chakras Tarot, a space to nurture your body, feel the energy, and heal the spirit. Today we are doing the reading for those with the birth number 3, and this will be a reading for the month of January 2021. So in doing a reading for your birth number solo, the intention is to be successful in all of your endeavors, all of your aspirations, all right? And the birth number is the number to guide you in making those decisions and planning accordingly in those endeavors that you want to work out in your favor. So for number 3, if you were born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of any month, this is a reading for you. Again, let me repeat that. If you were born on the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, or the 30th of any month, this reading is for you. Now, the number 3 is also the symbolism of the planet Jupiter, and we have a Jupiter-Saturn planetary alignment that we just experienced on the winter solstice. So this is in fact a time for those of us with the birth number 3, all right, which is so exciting, and in making our plans accordingly. So also the days of the week that makes your birth number more profound are Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if the 3rd, the 12th, the 21st, and the 30th fall on a Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, or Friday, these are the days you can devise your plans to be successful and to work out in your favor. Lastly, the number 3 also harmonizes with the number 6 and the number 9, as the main lines of force runs straight through all the numbers from 3 to 9, and it's called the series of 3. So 3, 6, and 9 are harmonious numbers. So if you have family members, friends or family with those numbers as well, you can go check out the birth number readings for 6 and 9 as well. There may be a message there for you that resonates for you, and vice versa. All right, so we're going to get into the message for those of you who are born on the 3rd with the birth number 3, all right, and all of the numbers that fall in that series. And I'll repeat: 3, 12, 21, and 30. Please note that the chakra that we are focused on for the first part of January is the root chakra, and it's, as you can see, the card says action. So 'tis this time for movement, perseverance. What else does it say there? Motivation and discipline. It is a time for us to follow through in taking action towards our goals, objectives, and dreams for 2021. And this is our reading for January 2021. We'll come back in February and give you another message, of course. So, Spirit, please do tell us what you have for us as our first message. And the card is self-love. Okay, so that is that's the energy coming out as your first card. Self-love. Time to not just speak it, but be about loving who you are, learning who you are, knowing who you are is a part of self-love. All right? Focus on giving yourself the love of your life. Be the love of your life. insist on treating yourself with kindness, compassion, love, sheer love, true love. Only allowing those things that come in, only those things that come towards you that are of love. Okay, that's a part of loving yourself. Also, part of loving yourself is setting boundaries. That just came through as a message. So set your boundaries. In taking care of yourself, you need to have boundaries, knowing when to say yes, knowing when to say no. That's honoring yourself. Anything in any way you can and should honor yourself is a part of self-love. All right? And when you practice self-love, you are taking action. All right? You are healing. If there's healing needed at the root chakra, you are healing that particular chakra, which is one of the lower chakras, the chakra of that needs to be safe, that needs to feel safe, secure, stable. Create that stability for yourself, whatever that is for yourself. All right? Doesn't mean you have to be rigid, but it does mean that you have to be as a matter of fact. If you know you don't like something, you don't want something, there's no reason to be wishy-washy or to vacillate back and forth on it. Stand on your square, stand your ground. The root chakra is all about grounding too. And that's part of your self-love. Ground yourself in self-love first and foremost. Aligning yourself with spirit is part of self-love, because spirit has nothing but love for you. Has nothing but love. Let me go ahead and pull out the second card. Second card is environment. Look at your surroundings. Your environment is all about your surroundings. We talked about setting boundaries, all right? Getting rid of those things that don't serve us. Actualizing the things that we want in our environment. You can change up your environment, clean it up, get rid of, redo it, renew. I'm going to read that from the book to environment to give us a little bit more on that, because I'm curious, because I know it's all about, for me in this reading, and with self-love that's here, it's all about really just your surroundings, and you create that. All right. You are your vessel is your home. And that would be your environment within and without is very important. Okay. You keep both of those, like you treat them, it's a temple, it's your treasure tower. So you don't need trash in your environment. No debris. You get rid of those things that linger and remnants of debris and rubbish, garbage. Garbage in, garbage out immediately. Even in your home, in your domicile. Keep your environment clean. Keep your environment, the energy moving through, the chi moving through, the feng shui. Practice the feng shui of look into feng shui. And creating keep the energy circulating, oscillating, nothing blocking the doors, nothing in the way of a window, in the way of a window that's really is like a barrier. Right? We don't want to barricade ourselves into our space, into our domicile. Make sure you can lift the window up so air can flow through. Keep plants in your environment. plants, greenery, emits oxygen. Keep that energy flowing as well. And especially I'm going to say we're coming out of this pandemic, taking the mask off, keeping your air clear, the oxygen you breathe in clean air, breathe out toxins. Get rid of that in your environment. I kind of feel like I don't even need to read this card anymore. Just because the spirit just came through on that. It's about your internal and your external environment. Keeping it clean, your surroundings clean. That's good. Getting the energy, the aura, the chi moving in both places. Internally, externally. Internally, how do you get the oxygen flowing through your body? Your blood holds oxygen. Purify your blood. That's one way. Clean, maybe go into a detox or a detox that cleanses the blood. Get that juicy, fresh, unadulterated blood moving through your system, filtering out all of the debris, the negativity. Figuratively speaking. All right, let me pull the third card. Change is happening. Change is happening. When we honor ourselves in self-love, we keep our environment internally and externally fresh, anew, unadulterated, filtrated. Change is happening. When we do that, these are inconspicuous benefits. Like we know we're doing the work, we know we're changing up, we feel the love that we are harnessing and exuding. We feel that. So we start to emit that into our environment. Because we're cleaning the environment that's within. That's a part of the self-love. We're cleansing. We're keeping it clean, sacred, healthy. Keeping that oxygen moving and flowing, oscillating throughout the body. Those chakras are moving clockwise for women and counterclockwise for men. Those are the healthy directions for masculine and feminine. And I literally mean male, female. So the male chakras move counterclockwise and the female chakras are moving clockwise. When they're in balance, they're circulating and flowing in those directions. When it's the opposite for female, there's something out of balance. And when it is opposite for the male, it's an imbalance. Okay? Nonetheless, back to self-love in the environment, bringing about change. Change is happening. The seen and unforeseen. But you know it's coming. If you're doing the work, you know change is going to happen. This is truly a time of change, and it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Inevitably, the change is happening. All right. I love that. And again, this is for those of you who have the birth number 3. All right. This also may resonate if you have the birth number 6 and 9 as well. So please do take what resonates for you. Leave the rest. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck to bring more messages to bring more depth to our message for self-love, environment, and change. Let's see what the Tarot has. All right, Spirit, so please give us a message for those with the birth number 3, and even for those who are visiting with the birth number 6 and 9 as well, for the month of January 2021. We thank you for the message, and I thank you for allowing me to be the messenger. And so it is. All right, so got 3 cards that came out, so we're going to go ahead and take those. I see one is already up. We got 4, so I guess I'll just take all 4. Okay, sacral chakra. So self-love, creativity. The sacral chakra is all about self-love. The creativity. This is the organs that live in the sacral chakra are your sex organs. It's all about your creativity and manifesting. Getting rid of any, I want to say guilt and shame in this case. That's coming up. So letting go of any of those negative attributes of the sacral chakra and really holding on to and harnessing those positive attributes, which is creativity, love, honor, respect. And the next card out is dedicated effort. So we must make that dedicated effort. And we're dedicated to self-love. We're dedicated to ourselves in our internal, external environment. We're open to change. We make the effort to change. We make the effort to be flexible. We're no longer so rigid and so tight and closed off. We're opening up, we're changing, we're flourishing like the lotus flower. We're blooming and seeding at the same time. A pristine flower opens up in the murky waters, but we're cleansing those murky waters. We're filtrating those murky waters. Clean, vibrant, pristine, pure at heart, because green represents the heart chakra. We are pure at heart. We love wholeheartedly. When we give ourselves self-love, we love wholeheartedly. We are creative when we love who we are. When we know who we are, we can be creative. And we're only allowing people into our sacral and sacred space, our sexuality, that are bringing about the same sentiments, making the same dedicated effort. Healing begins. Healing begins. There's the heart chakras there. All right, when we make a dedicated effort, if there's any guilt and shame here at the sacral, I'm going to go look at something real quick for the sacral area. Really, 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 really quick here. Because I want to make, that blame and guilt. Okay. If that blame and guilt is lingering, there's no reason to stay there. There's no reason to stay there. And I'll read something for you guys. And I'm reading from a book that I just read, which is the 14 Universal Laws in the 7 Chakras. A man may fail many times, but he isn't a failure until he begins to blame somebody else. So get rid of that blame. When you find yourself trying to project blame out onto someone else, it doesn't matter. Let go of that resentment. Don't even hold on to it, because when you can't let go of blame and just release it and let it go, you have healing to do. So when we let go of that blame and guilt, stop projecting outside of ourselves, we release and let go, the healing begins. Look at her. She's like, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm living in the moment. I'm living in the present moment. The past doesn't exist and the future is not relevant. I only know the now. And when you do that, you open yourself up. You're open and receptive. You're no longer that hard and rigid, holding on to resentment. Resentment can make you hard and rigid. This is the card to let you know that healing is needed, and it begins when you let go of that. When you love yourself again, bringing about that change to love yourself. Changes happen automatically. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. So you're automatically going to be doing the work, the self-love, that self-love work, cleansing your internal and external environment, being creative and manifesting, making a dedicated effort to be creative and manifest your dreams, all while healing and being and operating from the heart chakra, right? Operating out of love and compassion, kindness for yourself first. It's all about self-love first. And then comes all of those who you come in contact with will have their same experience, because you will be emitting and exuding that self-love. They will recognize your healing. They will recognize your effort. They will acknowledge it. Okay? And so will you. And the bonus is simply love. Now this card is like the Six of Cups in the Tarot. This card can be a card that is talking about a past life or childhood, all right? If there's anything that exists in your microcosm as a result of your childhood, maybe even a past life, if you have been delving into past life experiences, it's time to let go. This is that loving father-mother embrace. So you can bring your biological father and mother close to you in your meditations and simply tell them that you love them, but you release them from their responsibility or their guardianship as your parents, and reclaim your guardianship over yourself. Reclaim it over yourself. That's part of healing. So when you begin healing, this is what happens. You release that blame and guilt. You release it all. And you take responsibility from your life from this day forward. So that is your goal for January, is to release blame and guilt, shame even, and own love, kindness, and compassion, self-love, internally, externally, to bring about the change that you want to be and want to see in your own microcosm. Because this is a Six of Cups, and this is a card of success. This is a card of manifestation, abundance. You will have abundance. You will receive love in abundance in all ways, because this is a message from Spirit. Spirit is solidifying this message for you. So know it, believe it first, then quickly know it, make it knowledge, make it a part of who you are, that you knowing that you can heal the past because it no longer exists. So you can release that and let it go now and move on, reclaiming nothing but love for yourself, nothing but love that comes to you. You will only attract love. Simply love yourself. Simply love others. Honor them and honor yourself with compassion and kindness. Be kind to yourself. And so it is. Peace.